All right, so this is this is day one maintenance of Peep's little temporary habitat. Oh, she's obviously in a little like 2 gallon one of these like little almost reptile habs, like for like a little maybe like a jumping spider or something. I don't know, but and it's really not been bad for her, but she seems to enjoy it a little bit. Like she still moves around and explores it even though it's so small. But she's still small too, so I guess it works out. And I just put this little Anubias in there, so once I get this water changed, it'll be good for her. You might be wondering why I'm not removing her, is because I'm not going to take out all the water. I'm just going to do like a 70% change. I got treated tap water that's been there overnight, so. But it's been a little rough. You can see in there, we got some gups in isolation, 2 that are very pregnant, expecting them to have babies. And this one in here, I've been trying to get her healthy. She has a spine bend, so it worries me with her, and I'm been keeping her in the bucket, but it's got a little bit of salt. It's not even 1.005. I didn't want her too stressed out, but I should throw a little bit more salt in there probably, just so that, because I didn't want to like throw it right in there when she's in there. I would rather her be able to like acclimate herself to it. Don't worry, Peep, I'm still watching you, honey. There you go, sweetie. I don't think it's quite 70%. But I got warm water for her. She's like, where'd my home go? I hate doing water changes for them like this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Like this is not cycled at all. This is something I set up because I didn't want her in like an isolation tank. So you kind of need to do your water changes daily. Though. Good news is the new tank is starting to get all set up. Its nitrites are going down very low. The shrimp are doing well in there too, believe it or not, because I've been using stability every single day with the proper dose. And I'm telling you, dude, that stability from seachem, that stuff's a miracle drug. Like, it is so good. I wouldn't recommend adding fish to a tank that is not cycled, but if you have, for whatever reason, screwed up and thought your tank was cycled and it wasn't, and then you just like look and you see like a ton of nitrites in your water, run to your pet store and get some seachem stability. I'm telling you, that stuff is great. Like, it's actually kept my shrimp alive, because I thought my tank was cycled and I can't get every single one of them out, and I haven't found any dead shrimp at all. As long as I've kept that dose up, nothing's died. There's not even the snails are fine. So, like, I mean, it's done great. There she is. Oh, I have you upside down. Do not mind me. What am I doing? Oh boy. I love how her back fins, like, okay, so they actually are grown out, as you can see, but that red color is only like halfway on her fins. She's super pretty. I think I've said it before, but I got her as a baby betta from a Petco. I probably should have grabbed one of the unhealthy looking ones, but she just tugged on my heartstrings whenever I saw her. She got her name Peep because of the fact that the first time I saw her, she started opening and closing her mouth at the cup and doing a little side to side shake. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, I have to take you. You can see she looks like she has a little like mustache on her face too. Got Davis over here. See how nice his water looks. That is so clean. How you feeling, Davis? I used the last of the anti-parasitic medication, so he should be clear of any parasites. And he has stopped the flashing completely, so. We'll probably need to do this again in 2 weeks because I've read that gill flukes, if it was gill flukes, they'll lay their eggs in here and it'll be in here for like, I think it was like a couple weeks. I'll double check it after the video. But if that's what it is, I need to do 2 doses of it in a couple weeks just to make sure that all of them are dead. You can see he did get a little bit of current. I think I do need to replace a little bit of water that's evaporated overnight. These things aren't exactly the most, I guess, watertight. Stuff still evaporate out. Look at these Anubias that I got. Nice long roots on those. This one's pretty good too. This one was one that was dying, but I think it's still got a root tucked underneath. See if I can get it to show up. Yeah, you might be able to see it dangling down right there. It's got a little root left, which tells me it's still alive, so it's got a chance of survival. So I'm putting it in there with her. And then I'll put it in a tank with her. But the next step, oh yeah, for the 7-gallon. So you can see how much algae is on here. I need to get way more snails. You guys are not doing quite enough work for me. So I'm gonna be getting more snails for this tank. And whenever the nitrites go out. Although, no, actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. Whenever the nitrites are done, I'll probably grab some of my autos that are either in here, or maybe I'll take, because I think I have some in here still. I might take them out of here and put them in there. This tank could use a little scrub. All these snails for this. This doesn't look too overgrown. But yeah, everything's going pretty well for the most part. Put my computer down so that way you can see this one. You can see the algae is being taken care of now. The hair algae, it looks like, oh yeah, our monos have been doing some good work. And our, also, the coverage of the red root floaters now is doing really well. It's taken a lot of that light down to a medium level. You see that Anubias on those rocks. You got a little auto. Oh no, that's a Cory down there. Hey buddy. They've been doing a great job eating a lot of the stuff that's just hanging on the bottom. And on occasion I throw them a little bit of a pellet every once in a while, like bottom feeder pellets. Hey, honey. You can see I'm gonna be giving her a dip because her fins look like they're getting a little frail. I can give her a little bit of a water change too. I just changed it the other day, but it never hurts to just have a little bit of extra clean water in there. This one's a hard one to do a water change for though, because I have a gravel pump to do this. And well, really I don't have anywhere to set it down. And the thing is, it doesn't have great suction because that metal part, I've tried to clean it out as best as I can, but it's still not in tip-top shape. You can see our buddy right here. He doesn't sit on the bottom. He is lazy, I will say that. He doesn't always explore, but you can see I wouldn't say he's stressed right now. He's just relaxing right now. It'll be feeding time pretty soon. And there he goes. Oh, is he hit? Oh, you're just hiding, aren't you? He's like, I'm not doing a dip today, man. You're not taking me. Well, you don't really have much of a choice, my friend. I can't salt your tank. I love these red root floaters though. Now that I've figured out the secret to them, I'm a lot more of a fan of them than I was. So for people who have red root floaters and just are thinking about how they all just died for them, the thing you need to understand about red roots that I didn't understand either is the fact that they can't get wet on top. So you'll notice that these down here that are kind of dipped down under the water, I expect those will shrivel up and die. Kind of like how these have back here. Like these back here really aren't in too good of shape. I'll leave them in there just because they didn't just fall off, so they might have a chance of coming back. They are out of the water. But these right down here, these might not come back, especially the fact that it's starting to grow into the water. But that's just part of it. I'll have to pull whatever dies out. But the other thing is, if you have a top on your tank like this, you'll notice I pulled all the duckweed out of here aside from these little bits. It got a little out of control and I was trying to do maintenance and it was just becoming too much. The babies are in here too, and these guys are getting a water change today. Then we've got, I was mentioning this is almost out of nitrites. Cutie's tank is a little bit more clear today because I've done 2 water changes over the last couple days. See if we can find her anywhere. I don't see her. She likes to hide though, so she'll pop her head up whenever it's feeding time, but she likes to go and explore this tank a lot. She'll either do that or she'll sit at the top and just wait. I don't think she's at the top. Oh, yes she is. She's never needed a dip. She's looked great since the day I got her back. It's probably because her water's so soaked with tannins, no bacteria can live in there. I just feel so bad for the guppies when they're in these isolation tanks, but it's impossible for me to tell whenever they are about to have the babies. I've tried to tell, but I just can't. Like they get so bloated, and then next day they've just popped them out. And yes, I do look at them like every day, so it'll just be like a shock to me when they're empty or not empty, when they've had the babies, and then I can't find them anywhere because they've probably eaten all of them. Like I found one that was in there. See this guy, his fins seem to be growing back really nicely too. He's back there behind the lava rock. But yeah, everything's kind of going all right. I need to, now that I've got Peep's water changed, I'm gonna have to dump this out and we'll do a water change on the 20 gallon. I gotta fill this back up now, get more treated water. But, all right. I hope everyone's having a nice day.